Hello there. I've already done a pour, so this should be after the video, but I've decided to put it at the beginning because I want to show you how easy it is for me to clean up my mess when I've finished, using mostly here, because it was a large canvas, my silicone baking mats as a base for catching all the drippings. So I have here my scoop, which I picked up for 50 cents at a local Spotlight store when it was on clearance. I got 2 of them. They're the Decor brand, because I use one in the kitchen as well. They're very, very handy. And of course my scraper. And I have a container here to pop my scrapings into, to use as the base of another painting at another time. And I'm not going to mix the colours together as such. I'm just going to scrape them together and put them into the container as they are. So I just push the colours in like so. And scrape and into the container, which I had better put on this side as I am left-handed. So I will continue to show you how to do that, but rather than talk to you, I will just scrape and fast forward the video so you can see how it's done. Okay, so I have now got all the colours in this container. I've started doing some more rock painting as well, rock pouring, paint pouring. So I think I will use that as a base on rock pouring. And as well as that, at some stage soon I want to start covering some glass jars. So I could very well use that as a base on the jars as well. It would be very good for that. There is no silicone added to any of that paint. So I will pop a lid on it. This is just a container from a Chinese takeaway. Washed and kept. I keep all these sorts of containers now for this. Just makes it so much easier. And I will not be wiping this off. I will just put it in the rubbish. This paper here. It is the cover from photocopier paper, of which I get several from a site that I work at. So that's easy to just to bin, put in the trash. And I have my trusty packet of wipes, which are wonderful. I picked them up very cheaply and I find they're very good for the final cleanup. I can use cloths and wash, but today I'm just going to do it with the wipes and get my surface all cleaned up and tidy. So again, I'll stop talking and I will just clean these mats and fast forward the video. And I'm done. There we are. My mats are all ready for my next paint. Just that easy. Now, I'm normally not this fussy, of course, when I'm just getting rid of the scrapings. It's just as easy to pick these up, take them outside, put them under the hose. That's just the way, quick and easy way for me to do this when I am saving the paint. These mats I can just reuse and reuse and reuse. I've been off for a couple of weeks. I had to go into hospital and have an operation after I discovered a lump in my breast and have had a mastectomy, so I'm a little bit limited as to what I can do, but I'm finding that I'm getting more movement back in my arm and my shoulder again, so I'm going to give this painting a try. And today I decided I wanted to use up some of my leftover paint bits from other pours, because they've been sitting in my cupboard for a while, and I'm going to kind of mix them in to make a dirty pour with white. The little blits and blobs of paint that I've got here have some silicone in them, so hopefully I'll get some decent sales out of it. And I'm going to use titanium white as my base colour and put it throughout the other colours. So I'll start by, I've got a cute little cup here that I picked up at a charity shop with a very wide flat base on it, so I thought I would sort of stretch it across the canvas. So I'll fill that right up, starting with white first. Now I'll leave that down. Oh, that's quite thick. I've got a very full cup here. I'm going to angle this sideways. I'm sorry if it's not quite in the camera. And I am going to just gently pour this, probably kind of zigzaggy if I can. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to work this. From one diagonal edge to the other. I'll just have to see how it pours. And straight up the middle. The rest of it across the edge here. Okay, well, I'm getting the cells already as I expected to, and I've certainly got a lot of different sort of coloury patterns in there, so now of course I'm going to give it a tilt to see what happens. I've got a large lumpy piece in there, which I need to see if I can remove. I'm not sure if I'll be able to actually get that out. I couldn't stir the mix, of course, before I started because it was such a big mix of colours. I might need the knife for that rather than the tweezers to get that out. I could find I get 2 or 3 of those. That appears to be the only one. Okay, and I'm also going to get my corner catcher so that I can catch some of these colours as they go, because I would really like to keep as many of them as possible. Certainly got some unusual things going on here. And I'm pretty sure I've only just got enough paint to cover the canvas, so I really am going to need to save as much of it as possible. Turn it around, bring the paint back. And down to this corner. Right, let's pick some up. Pop it across the edge there. Okay, turn around. I'll pop that on when I get a little closer to that edge. I want to stretch that part out. Yes, I can see another lump already, which I'm going to try and get rid of. I want to try and flick it as quickly as possible. There we go. Okay, and just do this corner now. I'll just tip it back down towards the middle, and I actually want to bring it back over to the side and over the edge. There we are. And I'm not going to use the corner catcher now. I want to get the sort of muddiness off that end. So I'm going to take that over completely and get it off. There we are. Bring it back down to the middle. And there's my painting. The only thing I would like to change is this corner here with this large blob of white. I think I might just pop some colour over it and then see if I can take it down. So I'll get a little bit of the turquoise, I think, that I've got left in my cup and just drizzle it over, see if it makes a difference. And a little bit of the black and white. Actually, I'll go for the turquoisey colour down here with black and white in it to just drizzle through to give it that stripy effect rather than just a straight turquoise. And I'm going to run that off the edge of the canvas. Don't want to stretch it down too much. I do want to take that sort of down towards the edge and off. That's it. And bring it back. There we go. And that's my canvas. Well, that's certainly different and very interesting. There's a lot going on there. I've actually found another lump. It's quite likely I'll find several of them before I've actually completely finished with the painting, but I'll dig the lump out and then I'm going to give it a bit of a torch to see what I get. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm actually very, very pleased with that. I must remember that in the future. When I'm saving my scrapings, I don't mix them so that I can reuse them. Usually I'll mix them in together and use them as a base, but I like the colours so much from this particular cup, the first one, that I thought I was going to keep it separately so that I could try something like this. And yes, I'm very happy with the way that's come out. Thank you very much again for coming to join me. Sorry it's been such a break, but I'm pleased that I've got through doing today's lot. I've got a small amount of pain around my right shoulder, but I mean, I'm still healing, so I expect that. And I'll see you again next time.